Hello, World Tank Blitzers. It's a Littlefinger, and today we're going to be talking about the Eraser BP44, which you can see here, not in my garage. Really neat little camo with a drone, some riot gear that pops out of the side, but basically an ARL, right? And so if we go to the battle pass, and you have to have a premium pass to get this, if you get to level 35, here is your tank. And so I'm going to play 3 games in it, and we're going to talk about this tank and its strengths and its weaknesses. Alright guys, so here we are, first battle in Faust, and yeah, I bought Walkie Talk, the $20 battle pass, which obviously got him up free 25 levels, and then he completed his missions, which was, I guess, another 8 more, and so he was too short, and he went ahead and used gold, 250 per level, as we see the drone coming out here at the start of the battle. To go ahead and get this tank. So yeah, I guess that's what happens when you leave gold in the hands of an 11-year-old. But anyway, impatience took over and he got the tank. And so while he was busy doing something else, I took his iPad and I ran a couple games in it. And this is my second game in it. The first one was accidentally on Uprising, so I didn't really want to include that. And straight off the bat, my initial impression was, well, this is not an ARL. Alright, so why do I say that? Well, first off, your damage per minute is 18% lower in this tank because you have a 105mm gun versus a 90mm gun. Secondly, your penetration number is 170 versus 212. That's 25% difference. However, what I did quickly notice in this game, especially here at tier 6, when this gun hits, it does a lot of damage. And here's an example here. Full health ammo rack on the MT25. The armor on the hull is just amazing, but the turret is not so good. The side cheeks there are 50 millimeters. So that's where most people are going to aim. Most people are going to aim at your turret. There's really no way, as we were joking with Walkie Talk, to go turret down. Really just can't shoot in an instance like that. But so you just need to be mindful of the fact that your biggest weak spot on the armor, outside of the sides and backs, is going to be your turret. So make sure you're playing this very cautiously. And here's my second downside to the tank, is this lack of accuracy. You see, I thought, that would have been a pretty easy shot for an ARL to hit on the move. Obviously, we're going to load faster than the KV2, so we'll at least get one shot in there where I was hoping to get 2. Dispersion on it is 0.389 without any equipment versus 0.344. So 13% difference there between the Eraser and the ARL. It still sports that really nice 10 degrees of gun depression. So, getting this hull down, using that effective armor to your advantage. The interesting thing about it, obviously, the movement and mobility is pretty much all the same, except your traverse speed is 6 degrees per second faster in this tank, 19 versus 25. There, as you can see, we are able to block the shot from the KV2. So obviously this is a collector tank. This is not a premium tank, so the stats on it can be changed at any time. And I'm not sure how enriched it is. It does seem to make pretty good credits, as you'll see at the end of the game. And there we are, ARL. So again, you're just going to shoot for somewhere on the turret there. saw how red that hull was. And we're going to survive and get our cap points. So 2792 in damage, 55,000 credits, level 1 mastery, 3 kills. 980 in EXP. So, you know, a very competitive tank, I would say. Alright, so now this was later in the evening with Walkie Talk playing the tank, and I was just playing different tanks. You can see I'm in the SG-100 here. So the tank is going to really excel in situations where you can use your hard cover to protect the entire tank, and you've got time to fully aim. So those are the two biggest weaknesses of the tank. Again, you've got 10 degrees of gun depression, which is really nice. So Walkie Talk's going to set up here on the ridgeline. I'm back in the middle at spawn in my TD camping spot, ready to support either the meds or the heavies. I don't really like going into the corner that much. And there you go, there's an example of, you know, just snapshotting and the lack of accuracy. But one thing that Walkie does so much better than me is use HE, and we'll see that in his second game more so. But the HE pen does step up to 54 mil without your equipment versus 45 on the ARL. And that means you're doing 400 damage versus 310 on your standard round. I do like the fact that APCR is also your premium round. So Walkie Talk's not in a bad position here because he knows that I'm supporting his rear. If that KV-1S pulls over the top, you know, I should have shots on him. And there we go. Another ammo rack in back-to-back games in this tank. And here's his first example of using HE, and then I followed that up with our second ammo rack of the game. So yeah, 3 tanks left. Walkie can be more aggressive here. Figured he was going straight for the KV-1S. He's obviously looking at the KV-2, see if he can get a kill. He knows the Nashorn's out there. And look at this guy. He is just going for damage. He wants that HE shot. He gets that HE shot into the Dicker Max. Finishing off with a ram on the KV-1S. One more shot for good measures. Yep. And then the kill. So nice little battle there. 2454 in damage, just shy of 48,000. And nice little platoon together there, obviously. And let's finally switch on over to our last battle here. And this is going to be all Walkie Talk. I get myself into a really bad position without much support. I go into the middle of the map here, and I think I was in the JP2, and he's going to take the temple. So, nice speed for a heavy tank, and I think that's why a lot of people use this tank in tournaments with 37 kilometers per hour. This tank, by this tank I mean the ARL 44. Now you can see there I'm pushing up through the left middle, hoping to get flanking shots across the side. But unfortunately, no one really stops the push here on the middle, and so it's me more in a crossfire. But again, just look at the use of HE. That's one way to quickly up your damage in this tank. HE damage per minute is 2,038 versus 1,580, so a huge jump there if you can swing it. And again, really, there's just nowhere you can hide, your turret. So just got to be really careful with your positioning on the map. But yeah, good idea just to get back into some safety here. And again, with walkie-talkie here, there's no way I would even try this shot. But if full HE into the butt sets him on fire. And yeah, I've been long gone from this game, so. But this is a great position for the tank. And, that's what I'm saying. If you can get it into a position where you don't have to move a lot. And he's looking at the engine deck thinking, can I get HE here? But obviously the tank goes up the slopes, making that an impossible shot. So back to AP. Again, looking for any weaknesses. Me, I'm just shooting away with AP. But that's why he puts out some big numbers sometimes. And there it is, finish off for the kill. So very nice game there from Walkie. 2931, level 1, 64,000 credits. So you see there, it is a very capable tank. Shooting long distance not going to be working so well for you. You've got to be a little bit close up, and you have to make sure you've got hard cover. Just because the tank's armor is not great for a heavy, especially the turrets. So not bad for $5. That would be my recommendation. Just be patient, and if you can complete most of your missions, you're going to get it for that price. So with that said, guys, yeah, check out my video on the event if you want more information. But for now, have fun out there, stay safe, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.